Hi, and welcome to Bree Healthy. It's officially March, and that means there are some exciting things happening this month. Springtime is coming, and hopefully some warm weather, fingers crossed. Daylight savings time is happening, which means more sunshine, which is something I am a fan of. And there's another thing that happens this whole month that many people might not even realize is going on. March is Women's History Month, and that means it's a time for us to celebrate all the amazing accomplishments that women have done to get us here, and to continue to celebrate all the things that we do every single day, and to help us feel strong, empowered, amazing, just as we deserve to. That's exactly why I started my Womenspired series. It was really to showcase the beauty and strength of women and how amazing we can feel when we all come together, how we can feel inspired by another woman that's doing such amazing things. And it helps us to let us know that anything is possible, especially when we team up with other women and do it together. Now, in my experience, as a woman, I feel like I have a little experience in that field. I've seen that so many times women can be often very competitive to one another. And I'm not sure if it's learned or if it's instinctual, whether it's just ingrained in our heads. A lot of the time, maybe you'll walk down the street or walk into a space and another woman might view you as a threat or as competition, especially in this day of Instagram culture when we're constantly seeing other people's stuff and we might end up falling into a comparative cycle, which is very easy with Instagram. It is so easy, I feel like, for women to look at another woman and feel as if she's in competition with her. But instead of doing this, we should learn to come together and not judge the other woman, not feel like they're a threat, and embrace them because they're another amazing woman with a beautiful gift to give too. There's so many times when we should be able to come together, but we tend to stand apart a little. So this month, I want us, all of us women, to focus on helping one another out, uplifting one another, and not judging anyone before they really get to know them. Don't feel like another woman is a threat. You are amazing, and you deserve to let your light shine and let other people's lights shine too. So I really feel like this month, it's so important to talk about how it's amazing to uplift other women. I've really learned that a lot, especially through an amazing woman who I'll be interviewing later on in the show. She really helped me to realize and understand the power of she in so many different ways. So stick around so you can go ahead and watch the interview and learn more about exactly how she did that. And I just want to say that together, women, we can do anything when we come together and support one another and uplift one another. Seriously, anything is possible, and it'll be so much easier when you have an amazing team on your side. So this month is all about celebrating how amazing women are, and that's exactly what I'll be doing in this entire show. Right after this, I'll be interviewing the amazing woman, Daphnie Yang, the founder of HIIT, the creator of Power Hour, fitness trainer extraordinaire. She is amazing, and you will not want to miss this interview. She is great. And after that, I'm going to be heading into the kitchen, and I'm going to demonstrate an amazing, easy pasta dish that's packed with a nutrient that so many of us, especially women, are deficient in or lack. So stick around because this show is going to be packed with so much fun, so many amazing tips that you won't want to miss. Don't go away. Welcome back to Bree Healthy. When I first moved to New York City, I knew the city was filled with magic and inspirational people, but I didn't realize just how many of those people I would end up meeting through networking. The concept of networking was kind of foreign to me until I met this amazing, beautiful woman who truly embodies the definition of a girl boss. She's a group fitness instructor, a great connector, the creator of her own Power Hour event series, and just an overall amazing woman who always has a smile on her face. Please give a warm welcome to Daphnie Yang. Welcome, Daphnie.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming and joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so wonderful to be here.
So glad to have you and see your smiling face. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What sparked your interest in fitness?
Oh gosh, well, growing up in Northern California, I was always really active, and Northern California, we have a lot of outdoorsy sports. So I was always hiking and swimming and playing soccer. But when I was younger, I had really, really bad body image issues. And I had a lot of insecurities, and I had a lot of, I felt a lot of negative things towards my body. And I remember very vividly when I was 14 years old, my older sister, she could sense that I was struggling and that I was going through some things that a lot of teenagers go through.
Almost every single teenager.
Right. Yeah. I was like, I think this is a very universal experience, right?
Absolutely.
Just like what we experience when we're growing up. And my older sister asked if I wanted to go for a run with her. And I thought to myself, sure, why not? I thought it would be a good opportunity to spend some time with my big sister. I had finished all my homework that night, so I thought, sure, why not? And we just started running. And I lasted 9 minutes.
That's longer than I could have lasted at that age.
Just 9 minutes. I know. I was very proud of myself. We literally ran around the block. And I arrived back at my driveway, and I was huffing and puffing, and I was completely beet red. I was completely drenched in sweat, but my life was changed forever. I felt so happy in that moment, and I knew that I figured out in that moment that moving your body, fitness and movement and exercise had the ability to make you feel empowered, strong, but most of all, happy. And physical fitness and exercise, it really helped with my body image issues, and it made me feel strong and powerful. And I stopped focusing on what my body looked like and my shape, and I started focusing on just living my healthiest, happiest life possible. And so I wanted to give that to everyone else. So when I grew up, that's how I got into fitness. Because of that one moment. Yeah.
That is so beautiful to know that those endorphins were hitting even back then.
I know.
And that it was really able to transform your life. That is so beautiful, and that's one of the most amazing parts of fitness, and that's why I believe that everybody should exercise, not for your body shape, but for your body image of yourself, and for self-love, and just to feel happier overall. And that is so beautiful.
Yeah, I always say you don't have to work out, you get to work out. Yeah, exactly. And I always say work out because you love your body, not because you hate it. Yeah, we do this as a way to nurture our bodies, whatever type of physical activity it is.
Absolutely, and when you love yourself, everything happens easier, right?
Exactly.
So amazing. And so now that fitness has become such a huge part of your life, you basically made it your entire career.
I did.
So tell us a little bit about that. What exactly do you do?
So I am now a certified personal trainer. So I've been a personal trainer for 12 years now.
Amazing.
So over a decade. And I know I just pretty much like age stamped myself, which I'm very proud of. But yeah, so right after I graduated college, I knew that I wanted to do something in the physical fitness space. So I became a trainer. So I was a personal trainer for many years. And it was about 5.5 years ago that I realized I wanted to be able to work with and affect more than maybe one person for an hour. Versus just my one-on-one clients, I wanted to be able to reach a broader audience. So I thought to myself, maybe I want to create a group fitness class. Maybe I want to create some type of workout where I can coach and train a lot of people all at once. And I remember waking up at 2 a.m. one morning, and I sat up in bed and I said, oh, it's called HIIT. It's called HIIT because I wanted to create a high intensity interval training, or HIIT workout, HIIT. And I always say, I feel like that is my catchphrase. I always say, let's hit it. And yeah, and lo and behold, I started putting a workout program together, some formatting, and I taught my very first HIIT class on October 1st of 2013. It was myself and about 7 of my friends and clients, and I put them through an awesome, sweaty workout. And fast forward, here we are multiple years later, more than 5 years later, and I have a team of instructors who teach my HIIT workout, gorgeous studio spaces that we teach class out of, and we've been able to reach, at this point in time, thousands of students in the last few years.
That is incredible. You should feel so proud of yourself.
I am. Oh my gosh, thank you, Bree. I'm so proud.
No, I love to see women doing their thing, following their dreams, and really making it possible and changing lives through the whole thing. That is so
Thank you so much. Yeah, ultimately my goal was to get people feeling good. If I can help just one person every single day relieve some stress, feel empowered, release some endorphins, I've done my job.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. If I can help one person, that's all that really matters.
Oh my God, you're such an inspiration too, Bree.
So are you.
You really are.
And on top of all of that, you also started your amazing event series called Power Hour.
Yes.
Which is one of the first times that I really got to, sit down and get to know you more, and I got to be inspired by all of the amazing panelists. So basically, it is an event series.
Yes, please do.
This really changed my life. So she has some panelists, she interviews them, and they all say what they do, and it's a room full of other women that are trying to be inspired too, and everybody networks, and it is just amazing. And that's the reason why I found out about Primary, why I found out about Athleta. So really, I have you to thank for so much.
Bree.
Thank you. So tell me a little bit more, like what sparked your interest in making Power Hour?
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for those kind words, first of all. And it makes me so happy knowing that my Power Hour events have impacted you in such a positive way. So it was around the time that I started HIIT that I realized I had no business skills whatsoever. And I had no idea what I was doing. I had no clue. I had no idea how to market myself. I had no idea how to build relationships and make connections. And I felt like it was time to challenge a different part of my brain. And so I started to, and I thought to myself, if I want HIIT to be successful, and if I want this to grow and expand, and if I want to reach a lot of people, I think I might have to meet more people. So I remember so vividly going to my very first Business Networking International meeting. It's BNI. And the connections I made that day, I remember meeting an acupuncturist, a chiropractor. I remember meeting people in all different industries, and I loved building those relationships. A couple years ago, I was having just a really great day where I was just vibrating high, and I was just celebrating all my wins that day. And I thought to myself, well, how did all these wonderful wins I'm celebrating, how did they come about? My relationship with this person, or how I discovered this space to teach my class in, or how I built this connection. And then I realized I was able to trace everything back to some type of networking event. It was some type of relationship that was built at a networking event. And I thought to myself, networking can be so fun.
Yeah.
And I thought, I can make it fun.
You do.
And thank you. And lo and behold, that led to my idea of coming up with Power Hour. So Power Hour is my empowering networking happy hour for women in all industries to come together to celebrate community, connection, and synergy, because my goal is for everyone who attends a Power Hour event 2 weeks down the line, 4 weeks down the line, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years down the line, I want a gal to be celebrating all the wins in her life that day, and then to be able to connect the dots back to someone she met at Power Hour. Yeah.
I really find that to be the most beautiful part about networking, for real, because I've been tracing the dots back, and a lot of them came back to you. So seriously,
yay.
So grateful. You're doing such an amazing thing. And
Thank you.
Absolutely love it. And all your events are at Athleta, which
They are.
And the power of she is their catchphrase, and I feel like that phrase really defines you. And funny, your Instagram, defined by Daphne. It all just comes back around. But I want to know, what does girl power mean to you?
So I have an older sister and a younger sister. So I'm the middle child. I grew up in a family where my poor father was just surrounded by all women all the time. No, he loves it, of course. I figured out when I was really young that in life, women are meant to support each other. Mm-hmm. When my mom was raising us when we were little, and she still says this to this day, she would always say, don't compete with your sisters. You guys are here to help each other. And so for me, the competition was never there. It never existed, blissfully. So I'm very happy about that. I figured out at a really early age that with my sisters and with my mom, that we were all there to support one another. We were all there to love one another. We were all there to empower and encourage one another. So as I got older and when I became a teenager and then college and after college, I just always had it in my mind that women we are not meant to be competing with each other. We are meant to be supporting and lifting each other and building community with each other. So in my mind, power of she means empowered women empower women. That's how I view power of she. It's connecting with other women, and it's unleashing your inner feminine power while at the same time connecting and supporting with so many other women.
Absolutely, and I agree 100%. Like I just mentioned in my last segment, how when we uplift each other, we go so much further than we just, compare ourselves, bring one another down. And so really, who's better to do it than women helping women,
Yeah, exactly.
When we come together, we can do anything. Mm-hmm. And you are such an inspiration. So I have one last question for you. Are you down to play a game?
Always. I love playing games. Let's do this.
Right, so we're going to play a game called Hit It or Quit It. And basically what this is I'm going to name some fitness trends, and you're going to tell me if you're down for them, hit it, or if it's not really your thing, quit it.
I love it. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Right. Foam rolling.
Hit it.
Infrared saunas.
Hit it.
CrossFit.
Hit it.
Hula hooping.
I'm a little uncoordinated sometimes. Quit it.
Hot yoga.
Hit it.
Goat yoga.
Quit it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I said goat yoga.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's strange, but if it's your thing, hey.
Yeah.
All the power to you if it gets you to yoga.
Yeah, no judgment on our end.
Cold temperature fitness classes.
For me personally, quit it. I like to sweat.
Yeah, not for everyone. Spin class.
Hit it.
Cryotherapy.
Oh, quit it. I know it's so good, but it's so brutal. I've done it before.
Me too.
It's
a lot.
Pretty brutal, yeah.
And our final one, hit it.
Hit it.
Yay! Thank you so much for joining me, Daphne.
Thank you so much, Bree. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. You're such an inspiration to so many people. I'm so honored to have you on the show.
You're an inspiration as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So stick around, because when we come back, I'm going to be cooking up a meal that is very high in a nutrient that many of us women especially are deficient in. So don't go away. Welcome back to Bree Healthy. Today we're celebrating women and all of the amazing aspects and qualities of them. And something that's equally as important to talk about is women's health and nutrition. An interesting fact that I recently learned is that low intakes of dietary iron are extremely common in women. According to the NCBI, men need about 8 grams of iron per day, while premenopausal women need more than double the amount, requiring around 18 grams of iron, or 27 if pregnant. Iron deficiency isn't something we typically think about unless a doctor tells us to, but it's seriously so important. Low dietary iron intake can lead to anemia, which can come with fatigue, pain, and more side effects, none of which sound fun. Thankfully, it's easy to get our daily dose of iron through eating certain healthy, delicious ingredients. Some great sources of iron are red meat, chicken, and fish, legumes, which are beans, chickpeas, etc., and nuts, leafy green vegetables, and an extra bonus, many leafy greens also contain vitamin C, which helps our body to better absorb the iron too. So today, I'll be making a dish that uses an ingredient from each of those categories. I'm about to chef up an iron-rich chicken and spinach chickpea pasta in a garlic olive oil sauce. Today, I'll be using pasta made of chickpeas, but any type of legume pasta is perfect for this dish. Not only are legumes like chickpeas, beans, and lentils great sources of iron, but they're also super filling because they contain protein and fiber too, and they make for an amazing grain-free pasta substitute. Of course, this recipe is delicious for women and men alike, so even though I'm focusing on women this month, anyone will love this dish. All right, let's get started. First, go ahead and cook your legume pasta according to your package direction, and cook them till they're al dente, which means still a little bit firm, and then drain it, rinse it, and place it back in the pot you cooked it in. Immediately add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and 1 cup of baby spinach to the pot. Cover it and put it aside. I've already done all those steps right here, as you can see. So now we're gonna go ahead and start the sauce and the chicken. So first, you're gonna go ahead and make sure that your range is heated to medium-high heat. And I just got this nice new pan, thanks to my friend Chrissy, shout out to her. And so you're gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil to the pan. Then when it's nice and hot, you're gonna go ahead and add garlic. It smells so good already. So you're gonna go ahead, stir it around, and you only wanna saute it just until it turns golden. And it's turning golden very fast. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my diced onion. And we'll stir that around too. And you're gonna wanna saute it just until the onion turns translucent. Go ahead and add a little black pepper and some salt. I like to use pink Himalayan salt. And go ahead and saute that up a little bit more. Then you're gonna go ahead and add the low sodium chicken broth to the pan. It's gonna cool it down in there a little bit. And then we're gonna put our chicken in, which I've seasoned with some salt and pepper and some garlic powder. Just go ahead and get that all in there. Gonna turn the heat back up a little bit. And now you're gonna cook this until it's cooked all the way through. So you wanna go ahead and flip the pieces of chicken so that the other side can cook. See how it looks nice and light on one side? Okay, so then you'll go ahead and make sure your chicken is cooked all the way through. I like to just kind of press into one and look inside into one of the bigger pieces to make sure it's cooked all the way. And this is, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my stovetop off. And then you're gonna take everything you had in your pasta pot. You're gonna go ahead and add it to, let me get a bigger bowl. I'm going to go ahead and add it to a really big mixing bowl. Go ahead, pour that on there. Oh my gosh, even just the pasta part looks so good. All right. Now you're gonna just go ahead and add everything in the pan, all the chicken, straight into the bowl. This smells amazing. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to take a bite. You wanna make sure you get all of those little onion and garlic pieces in there for all of the flavor. And then you just go ahead and mix the contents of the pot all together. And you can go ahead and add a little salt and black pepper to taste. And just mix it all up. All right, moment of truth. I'm gonna give it a try. And I'm gonna take a bite straight out of the bowl. Shh, don't tell anybody. Gonna get all of this pasta, some chicken, some spinach. You guys, it's so good. This is such an easy, healthy, filling meal that you can throw together for meal prep, to entertain guests, or really for any occasion at all. The chickpea pasta, spinach, and chicken are all packed with dietary iron to help make sure that you're meeting your needs. Plus, this recipe contributes a multitude of nutrients from healthy fats to vitamins C, E, K, B vitamins, as well as potassium, magnesium, dietary fiber, and so much more. It feels so great to nourish our bodies in such a delicious way, and by eating meals like this, you should be able to notice a boost in energy, fullness, and even your mood. Personally, my favorite brand of legume pasta is Banza, which is made out of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. Get it? Well, if you want to try it out for yourself, you can use my promo code for 20% off your order. Use code BREHEALTHY, all one word, at checkout at eatbanza.com today to receive your 20% discount. There's a link in the caption of this video for Banza's website, so go ahead and try it out yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I had such an amazing time celebrating Women's History Month with you. Have a beautiful, amazing day, everyone! Thank you so much for tuning in to Bree Healthy today. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for even more exciting content.